In today's episode of Windows Autopatch Behind the Screens, we are getting real customer feedback on Windows Autopatch, and we're going to cover the Forrester TEI study that was just released, so stay tuned. In today's episode, I have asked two of our experts, Michael Hildenberg and Michael Curtin, to join us to talk about their experience with our customers and with our product. Hildenberg, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hello, folks. Mike Hildebrand, aka Hildy, coming to you live from sunny St. Louis, Missouri.
And what about you, Michael Curtin?
Hello, guys. It's Michael Curtin, Mike Cure. So I have the cure coming from you from Alpharetta, Georgia.
Guys, I brought you both here to hear more about the Forrester TEI study that we just released. We got a really good feedback, but Hildy, what do you hear from customers?
Hey, I've had an awakening with Autopatch. I really was hesitant at first for large enterprise deployments. And customers were too. They thought they were going to be giving up control and wouldn't have the levels of control that they needed and that they're used to with patching. But once they got into it, once they got their feet wet, they realized that we offer a lot of control and we take on a lot of the work that is not necessarily something they need to care and feed for, but Autopatch just does that on their behalf. It's not a big bang change. You can go at your own pace. You can have certain PCs onboarded to the Surface. It doesn't need to be all at once.
I've been with Microsoft for 29 years, almost 30 years in the management space. So starting with SMS over to Configuration Manager. Patching has been one of those things that plagued our customers for numerous years. And so it's about time that we finally have a solution that I think addresses all of their challenges, right? It's the ability to let someone else manage patching for them, manage patch compliance. And so I think it's great. I think what the study shows is that there is value in Autopatch. There's certainly savings that can be made. So I'm interested to see customers' input about that.
And I think it really resonates once they realize it's not a big bang. It's easy to back out if something isn't doing what you think it should do, or you don't like maybe how it's going. It's easy to not go further. You can also pause deployments if you've got a situation where you need to. So I think people, when they get past that initial sort of fear factor of I'm losing control of my patching process for Windows, I think customers, and I think we've seen that with the customers we've worked with, there's some initial hesitancy, but once they get past that, I think they really like it, and I think they really see the value and the benefits.
And to add to what Mike is saying, we certainly listen to our customers. We heard you guys want more control. We've added Autopatch groups to give you control over your cadence on feature updates and quality updates. You told us that you want better reporting. Better reporting it's coming. Continue to feedback. We'll continue to listen, and we'll continue to improve Autopatch.
This is great. And Mike, how can customers reach out to us if they have any additional comments?
Sure, they can reach us online, submit us feedback. We're always listening. We're always opening to improve Autopatch and any of our services.
So, guys, we hear from customers and from the Forrester study that there is a strong correlation between security and patching. Hildy, do you mind providing more information about that?
Yeah, the security story or security value prop with Autopatch is faster time to compliance, and with that comes reporting. So we always struggle with reporting, whether it's home-built reporting or service-offered reporting, and we continue to innovate and add features to the reporting in Autopatch.
And a TI report has shown that customers are getting 95% or greater on patch compliance. Our reporting is another way for customers to be able to see that improvement.
What is the impact on our customers that you foresee coming up in the next few months?
I think they love it. They don't want 79 controls, but they'd like to have 12 or 13 controls. And I think we listened, as Mike said before, we listen to the feedback, we listen to requests, we work with customers, and we implement those things that are big impact and big need for those customers. So that level of control, along with the automation that the Autopatch service brings, it's it's kind of the best of both worlds. You can offload that big chunk of patching, but you retain control, and you get additional controls with some of these things you're talking about that are coming out soon. And you that way you're not stuck with a lack of automation or not being able to do something that you used to be able to control. So now we're bringing out those controls and enabling you to use the automation, but also tweak the settings so that you can get your devices and that whole device fleet patched, compliant, and use that automation.
Thank you so much. This is great. So you see, people, the product team is listening. So make sure that you provide your input to either our sales organization or in our website, on our community page, because we listen and we're seeking for more and more feedback all the time. With that being said, we are almost at the end, and as a mission of this show, we really want to bring the people behind the screens and would like to learn a little bit more about them. And I'm going to tackle both of you guys. If you had something that you could automate in your personal life, what would it be? Hildy?
I would automate cleaning of my gutters. This past weekend, I cleaned my gutters. It's springtime in St. Louis, and it's a big job. My house is pretty tall. I would automate cleaning of the gutters.
That's a good one, actually. I need to do it as well. What about you, Mike Cotton?
I would certainly say having my cars automated and washing, or automated washing of the cars. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Sign me up when you get it, because my kids get them dirty all the time. And I want to say a huge thank you to both Mikes for joining the show today. We learned a lot about the value of security and patching, about the enhancements that are coming with Windows Autopatch through the product team, and customer feedback. And I really appreciate it. With that all, we're going to see you next time. Thank you all.